Market recap, no trade, no model. Just gonna have a look at what went down. So we have multiple news drivers today, and as you can see, wiki. Do you know what I mean? So, so look, daily chart. We've obviously got this fair value gap above that we've tapped. I'm looking for these highs to get taken at some point. I think we're just building liquidity for a push up. Take that, fill that, and then I would expect to push down, take lows here. So we now have relative equal lows. So I'm waiting for, ideally tomorrow we get like an early push up, and then maybe in the PM session or something we come down, and then take the London session business that forms tomorrow, the following day, so like Friday. That would be very nice. But it could also be the fact that because we've already tapped this fair value gap, we might just trade into it, retrace on top of it, and then continue upwards. I think that's the possible chance. Yeah, so we got these highs up here as well, which I'm looking at. In terms of actual setup, I was looking at it today, and then I realized that this big candle happened before 8:30. So then I was just like, well, there's not even a setup forming here. This is just manipulation. Yeah, on the 1 minute, I'll show you what I mean. We'll take it off. So it's just for reference. The previous daily high is that green line. It's going to disappear. And all right, so in terms of what I was looking at, the 1 minute inverse here, and then I was just like waiting. I was like, I don't really know. Sitting on my hands, and then big dump down, create a 5 minute inverse fair value gap here, swept this, and then on the 3 minute chart as well. So we got these lows here I was looking at for a market structure shift, but also at the same time not really. So we had this 3 minute fair value gap here, which actually lines up nicely here as an inverse. So what happened was we ended up trading above that, retrace, and then continued up, take these highs. I was like drawing up a setup, mainly just to see if we get like a retracement into that 3 minute and then nice reaction down. But what I know from back testing is if your position size looks something like that, you enter off that retracement there, stop above inverse, and your target on the previous daily low is just above this here, and it's like 7.35 to 1. It's a bit less low probability, especially before AM session and all the news that we had during AM session at multiple different times. So yeah, no trade today, and I'm glad I was patient with this. So as you can see, everyone that went short here got stopped out up here, liquidity swept, and then everyone that went long here with their stops just below here then got taken out. So yeah, the 10 o'clock silver bullet almost played out, I guess. I mean, you could have taken it in here as your take profit if you were looking for an entry around here, but this is on the 3 minute chart. And you know, ultimately, if you're looking on the 1 minute, setup would have been something like this. You would have gone cheeky inverse in there, and then you go structure shift there, and then wait for the fair value gap. 1, 2, 3, retrace into that, enter long here. So just for reference, fair value gap would be there. Mark that in blue. Obviously, this is kind of my model, but it's obviously not playing out over the time frame that I want it to, around the previous daily high to target previous daily low. So you could enter in here, stop above or below the inverse, and then on the hourly, actually let's do 15 minute, drag this up a bit, maybe 30 min, and then you can do that to target these highs up here. and even still, that's a 1.84 to 1. It's not great, so it's okay. But if you waited a little bit longer and you got in around here, and that's like a 2 to 1, you'd probably be holding that into tomorrow, depending on how the PM session goes. We're obviously still in the lunch hour, so lunchtime retracement. And yeah, I wouldn't be. It's just not massively predictable today. It's a bit manipulated, so stayed out like I said I would. Thursday, tomorrow, I'm looking for a setup if it forms and we're in the right higher time frame zones. Inverse fair value gaps are a lot less reliable if the higher time frame bias doesn't align, which is something I've found and learned the hard way, and probably will continue to learn the hard way. But yeah, it's one of those. So if we're looking at hourly chart here, you can see it's just a bunch of chop within this inverse over here. Still a bummer I didn't take this though. This would have been insane last Thursday. Oh well, it is what it is. All markets kind of moving similar. Choppy, still good this high. Yeah, that would have been nice. The target still is valid, but stop isn't. And daily chart on S&P still not even tapped this fair value gap, hence bullish bias. Why would you want to try and go short? Yeah, pretty much I'm anticipating that we see price push up, create a daily fair value gap in here, and then tomorrow we trade back down, take the today's low within this daily fair value gap, and then push up going into next week. That would be something nice. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been looking at today. No trades, so yeah, probably see a few more of these videos without any trades. But yeah, with all that being said, unemployment claims tomorrow and non-farm employment on Friday. So trade safe, and I will see you tomorrow.